Alright, so I'm just kind of putting a little grease in here. A little bit here, a little bit there. One thing I would make sure, we pack these little bearings with grease, and then it keeps that grease stays in there pretty well. And then, let's see, I guess this piece here kind of goes here, just like that. Let's look inside here. We haven't looked in here yet. Kind of clean this off a little bit. This is the part that mounts against the new motor. Just clean a little bit of that residual grease off. And then we'll put a little bit of, just a touch of grease here. This will be good for the entire World Championships. We're not going to service this at all. Don't plan to this whole week. I'm just going to double check these mounting screws for the motor. The tiny wrench. So this just screws right into a small metal piece, which then connects into the motor. So there's like a small bracket that goes right on the new motor, and then I've got a Jerry Budd mount system on this thing. So it's worked out pretty well for us. Joseph likes the speed of the airplane. He likes the controllability of it. So it's worked out really well. And that's pretty much about it. There's a mosquito on there. I don't see many mosquitoes around here. Let's see. So this just slides right in here. And we get our little tiny screws. Put them in, started. I'd like to say hello to all of our friends back in Virginia. Mr. Fred, JR, Larry, Don Manson, Don Labata. Thanks, Quan. Hobby Shop, Quan's Hobby Shop. Guys have all been excellent. I mean, all you guys in District 2 have been such a big help with us getting to the World Championships. Yep. Charles Fitzsimmons, Joseph Chimon, whatever you want. Charles Fitzsimmons, Jerry Smith, yeah. We had a kind of a help you day. Quan helped put that on the hobby shop down at Catlett, and we spent some time with the guys, District 2, to get coaching done. A lot of fundraising activities this year helped defray the costs of this attending the World Championships. Joseph's been preparing very hard for this competition, and today was a warm-up day for team official practice day. So we had a pretty good day. Everybody got a flight in. Each of the teams processed through. Okay, let me just go around this hub to make sure I didn't forget any of these. One. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's good. These are nice and snug, not too tight. All right. And we finish up with the back spinner plate. The propeller, just like that. We're doing this, it's about 8:30 at night. We want to get everything done early tonight so that we can get up early tomorrow morning for practice. We're going to be getting up very early, about 6 o'clock. We're going to be driving for about an hour and a half to practice. I'm going to make sure everything works perfectly on the airplane before the competition begins on Sunday. A front propeller retaining nut. Gotta be careful on this carbon fiber because these are Brenner props. Very fragile, very light. Perfect conditions for the World Championships because we're about 5,000 feet altitude, and these propellers have worked very well. It's given a lot of thrust at the high altitude. Good control of the speed of the airplane. Joseph, why don't you talk a little bit about your how you feel the air? How does the air feel differently from between here and Virginia?
So with the Contra, the air feels
Done.
very similar. Alright, hello again. So with the counter-rotating props from Brenner Sharp, thank you a lot. Everything feels very similar to Virginia, in the wind and not in the wind. So with the other one, with the other Pegasus that we're flying, no Contra, just plain old Outrunner. That one flies a lot faster, so the Contras really help the airplanes here for sure, because of the constant speed, and it's a little bit slower. So,
and we're going to do a quick scan of our, I guess, our bed and breakfast room, if you will. It's more of an abbreviated hotel room. They have been providing breakfast each morning, which is nice because it kind of gets us on a good footing for the day. This is a brochure for the World Championships. I hope they put this online because it's what's pretty cool also about this is in the back they've got a section on all of the past world champions, starting from the very first world champion, which I never knew about these folks when they flew, but there's a nice history on all the world champions, and you can check this out. First world champion in 1960 was Ed Karmitsky. And anyway, we'll see if we can maybe scan these things. You got Ed and you got Doc Ralph Brooks. He won a couple of world championships, and Phil Kraft. I mean, it just goes right up. Bruno Gutzendanner. Then Yokoshika from Japan, flying a Blue Angel. It's about when I got into pattern with the Blue Angel back in the late 70s, early 80s. That Blue Angel was a pretty popular airplane. The Curari, my first pattern plane was a Curari. Anyway, it's a real nice brochure that the World Championships put in for the South African Model Aircraft organization. So anyway, just wanted to give everyone an update what we're doing here in preparation for the World Championships. Cheers.